In this lesson, we are going to be starting to prepare our environment for testing out our AI for our enemy here. So we need to have a space where our enemy can roam around and go between waypoints, because that's going to be the first behavior we're going to create. We're going to create the patrol behavior. So let's go ahead and create a ground. So I'm going to go up to Game Object, and I'm going to go to we're going to go 3D object, and I'm going to create a plane. Let's go ahead and position this at 0, 0, 0. And then let's go ahead and maybe just move up our guy so he's sort of on the ground there. And now let's go ahead and reselect the plane and scale it up a bit. We want it to be a pretty large area, so maybe 15 by 15. Just like that on the X and Z. So there we go. That should be plenty big. I'll go ahead and just go out here. Once again, I'm navigating by right-clicking and then using the WASD, Q, and E keys to move around, holding in right-click. Anyway, so this looks pretty good. I think this will be fine. Now what we want to do is maybe just create a new material for that so it's not quite so just bright white. So I'm going to create a new material in our materials folder, call it ground matte. It's fine. And for now, I'm just going to give it a color, make it sort of that sort of color looks fine. Okay, cool. And then we'll just assign it. There we go. Okay, so we have that. Now we need to create our waypoints. So those are just going to be the points that our guy is going to go to if he's not chasing after our player. So we're going to use empty objects. So I'm going to create an empty, and then I'm going to go ahead and position it at 0, 0, 0. Let's just go ahead and get a little closer on this and figure out maybe how high we want it to go. I'm going to click on this yellow arrow to drag it up. Maybe just put it around the height of those eyes. I think that'd be fine. And then I'm just going to move it a little this way so I'll have somewhere to go. Now I want it to actually be visible when I don't have it selected. See, I can't see it at all, no representation that's there. And we can fix this by using a script. So let's go ahead and create a scripts folder. Right click over here, create a new folder, call it scripts. Open it up. And let's create a new script in here. Let's call it a new C# script. Let's call it, let's see, show object in editor. That's all this is going to do. Pretty simple script. And I went to the Unity API, and on the Unity API, I found this gizmos.drawCube right here. And so this on the API, there's some code that will just do some simple things, especially if you look up, say under Gizmos draw cube, it has an example code, and here you see that this code here should draw basically a cube at the location of our empty. So I'm just going to copy this, and then we're going to go back over into Unity and open up our show object script. Just double click on that, wait for that to open up. Okay, now that that's open, we're just going to go ahead and paste this in here. So just down here, go ahead and paste that in. And just to sort of explain a little bit of this, so we're setting the color of our gizmo to be it's RGBA, so it's going to be full red and then half transparent. And then we're also going to be drawing a cube at the position of this object that the script is attached to, and it's going to have, I guess, these are probably the dimensions. So let's go ahead and save that, and we'll go ahead and drag and drop this onto our empty over here, and see, now it's on there, and we can now see that, yes, indeed, there is a red cube at the location of that object, of that empty. So cool. Now that we have that in place, I'm going to just go ahead and rename this. So right click and go to rename and call this waypoint. And I think that'll be fine for our first waypoint. Now, I think that's good for this lesson. I'll see you in the next one.